Hello, family. Thank you for coming over to the house tonight. And just kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Party on down to the SK beat. We're kicking. Just kicking. Just kicking. Okay, you don't come to another episode where we're going to be asking the question of, why you telling my business? Don't be telling my business. Why not? Because a can and a can, a can, and a wheel. Now we're off to... Hello, fam, and thanks for coming over to the family. We're just going to be talking about Orlando Brown and JaguarWright done hooked up together. They trying to, I don't know, because at the first part, Jaguar was just playing some music that she had wrote and didn't want to get copyrighted, but it's her, what do you call it? It's her I don't want to get copyrighted by her. I don't know if it's out there. I don't know if it's licensed or whatnot, but it seems like the first 20 minutes of it, she was just playing music. So she's using Strarz to, I guess, promote her new music. But let's see if we can get some audio where they're both talking and they're both talking about what we really wanted them to talk about. You know, what's going on now. You know, what's the sex trafficking? What we got going on? You know what I'm saying? But let's listen to it.
Respect the fact that you're a doper artist.
Why would you respect what was meant to be erased because you couldn't keep up with it?
Okay, there you go. Connect the dots, because that makes all the sense in the world. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they owe you way more.
Make sure that the guys send you this record tonight.
Yes, ma'am.
Because what would make me happy is if you would be the principal in the video.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you are the symbol of surviving this motherfucking game.
Yes, ma'am. Whatever you need from me.
But
whatever you need from me, you got it.
I need you to be the star of the video for that song.
Whatever, yes, ma'am. Done deal.
And I would like it if you would help write the treatment.
Yes, ma'am. Done deal.
I think this treatment should be written by someone that has survived what they have put on us. I don't think this song could be properly R-rated without someone who has suffered and survived.
Yes, ma'am. You totally got it. Whatever you need from me. I'm not, you don't have to give me no money. I just want to work with you. We got it. Don't worry about nothing.
Well, my daddy always used to say, when you're the talent, you are the money, and money don't worry about itself.
There you go.
I'm sure money will be made. I'm more interested in making history and getting history right with you.
Yes, ma'am. No problem. And I'll be on my way. Look, I'll be on my way. All you got to do is finish up your interview. Let me stop bombarding on your interview. Finish up your interview and call me. Y'all call me back when she done. When she done with the interview, I'm gonna let y'all finish.
My number. If you ever need me, even if it's just to pray at any time of the day, call me.
Yes, ma'am. I got you, mama.
Love you.
I love you more. Don't worry about nothing.
And from in here.
I love you with all my heart. You know it.
I want to thank you for your strength. Because I know there are so many children in Hollywood that use your example on how to survive. God bless you.
Oh, God bless you. Don't cry, mama. I got you. I love you. Hey, y'all, thank you for letting me bombard for a little bit. I love you, mama. Don't cry. I'm going to see you in a minute, okay?
I'll see you in a minute, mama. I have an apron on and I'll be serving you food.
Yes, ma'am, mama. I see you in a minute. I got you. Don't make my mama cry, cuz on Paru. On Paru. All right, man. Hey, here's to you, mama. I love you. Have a great rest of your interview, okay?
God, listen to this to you.
Hey! Listen to that Jaguar.
I start chugging.
All right, bye.
When I get to my college moments, I start doing dumb shit.
Don't worry, that's the birthday party. That's the birthday party. I'm out. Doses.
If you see me throwing up, I'm gonna have real long braids. Just hold my hair back.
I got you. I got you. I got you. I love you. I'll catch you in the bed. All right now.
And I want to tell you something. Fuck everybody that does not give a shit. Because when you got big motherfuckers that give a shit about you, that's all that matters. You are our hero, and I love you.
Come on.
God bless you.
God bless Orlando. Man. Oh, man, that's amazing. Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, I knew to wear glasses today.
Oh.
I got them off of Epstein Island. I cannot say where they are in the world. What I can say is when they got into the boat, they were roughed. Real life.
It ain't real life. Just say real life street stars. Know what time it is. Real life street stars, man. We back with Jag, man, and I gotta say, Jaguar, you just did, I would say, what we would think is unthinkable. 2 million views within a couple of days. 1 million view on part 2, 1 million view on part 3, the Real Life Street Stars interview, back on the blue couch. You killed it. And, thank you first and foremost, because, only you could do such things on this couch to make us anonymous. But we have to work our way through kind of like a little bit of a recap of what the interview was. And the first thing at the end, let's work forward, is you went live today on your own Instagram to address one Christopher Williams, who he said, man, what Jaguar talking about?
No, he said I was a crackhead.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You did say that. And
this is all I have to say to that. Somebody go get me a cup. I'll piss in it right now, right here on camera. And I guarantee you the only thing you'll find in my urine is alcohol and THC. That's all I do. I am a retired drug dealer. Never get high on your own supply. 10 crack commandments. I remember when the song came out. I don't do meth. I don't do coke. I don't do heroin. I sold that. More importantly than that, my father was a drug and alcoholics counselor, a retired addict himself. I knew everything about drugs by the age of 7. My father used to sweat out heroin addicts in our basement. See, I thought it was crazy when I was young. But as an adult, I understood why my father brought his work home with him. Because he wanted us to see where this shit ended. So we wouldn't want to begin. See, when you see a motherfucking grown-ass man, 6'7", 267 pounds strong, crying like a fucking baby, having fucking heroin withdrawals. At the age of 5, it becomes very clear that's not the shit you want to do. When your father goes into a crack house with a 45 in one hand and a Bible in the other, and walks out with them both with blood on them, with your god sister in her arms, because he had to beat the nigga that was raping her off of her, because her mama sold her to get high for the money. Like, I had to sit with my god sister when my dad had to literally beat a nigga off for her from being raped. We were the same age, and she looked so much older than me. We were 10 years old. Her body was 10, but her eyes was 80. She looked so old to me. The nigga that I had to shoot to stop him from raping her. Clean shoot. See, I know what drugs do. And I know what people will do for drugs. To accuse me of being an addict, whether you're accusing me of being a meth head or a crackhead or a cokehead.
You mean tell me Jag know how to shoot a gun and she shot somebody? Damn. Is this the Wild Wild West or what? But I'll continue.
Or whatever it is. It's insane. I save people from drugs. Just like I save people from sex traffickers. I save people. I wonder how many people are going to be saved after my Tusi tutorial.
Come on. Come on. It's crazy.
Like, y'all motherfuckers don't like the way I say shit. But it's effective. It saves lives. Fuck you mean? So you were saying Christopher Williams, the dick sucking hoe?
Yeah, what did you say about him? Yeah, well, I mean, what do you say? Because he's like, I'm from Brooklyn, and I would never.
And he's a dick sucking hoe from Brooklyn.
Wow.
He's a light-skinned, lightweight, JBL headphone stealing, pussy ass motherfucker.
That was 2017, Jack.
And 2017, that was less than a decade ago. Who the fuck steals JBLs? Steal the beats. You're an artist.
Okay.
You should know the difference in sound quality, ho. The beats, the JBL. The beats that you stole the JBL.
The beats were hotter back then, yeah. So, with that being said, yes, you've ruffled some feathers.
Fuck them. Fuck the feathers. Put them in a pillow. Go to sleep.
Faith Evans just responded to your comment. She's saying she heard your story about, y'all's, and she said hilarious. That's the only comment, hilarious.
Got it.
Like, that's an interesting rebuttal.
I don't understand. Where's the rebuttal? What is hilarious? What I said, or the fact that she didn't have anything else to say other than hilarious? See, I find that hilarious. One word responses, I find hilarious. Because see, a one word response is you looking for someone to let you off the hook for something that you don't want to say. And at the end of the day, it is hilarious. You married Biggie when you wanted Tupac. That's hilarious. You wanted Grammys, but you settled for ghostwriting for a whore like Mary J. Blige. That's hilarious. You wanted to build real R&B, Divas franchise, and you settled for Stevie J and Mona Scott and Jocelyn Hernandez and The Masked Singer while he films you in your home, disrespecting you. That's hilarious. You married your child's godfather, and he wasn't never looking out for neither one of y'all. That's hilarious. Or the fact that Valletta Wallace would have rather had little Kim, a woman that really loved her son, than you as a daughter-in-law. That's hilarious. You want to talk about hilarious? Hilarious is settling for a life that is so far beneath you, cousin. When you're one of the most talented bitches in the world. Hilarious is pretending like you didn't know, that you weren't sure whether or not you were carrying Tupac's babies. That's hilarious. Hilarious is both of the niggas that I know and kick it with that worked at Death Row that heard Pac fucking you in the booth and took pictures of your very high yellow ass getting fucked by that very gorgeous, dark-skinned, thin man who was so much different than your obese husband who you didn't know. That's hilarious.
Bars.
If Faith have twins, she probably have Tupacs. Get it? Tupacs.
Bars.
Your husband said that. That's hilarious. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
So yeah, no. You said it right there. But all right, we just recapping because we just recapping. And things have happened since you.
I love you, cousin.
Oh,
I do.
shout out Faith Evans, man.
Tell the truth and shame the devil. Just look at Julie. Julie's getting clean. That book that she wrote about being Brian McKnight's first wife and helping all of his victims. Our cousin has changed everything for her. Go and look at your cousin, Julie McKnight Johnson's channel, and look at how she's performing. It's so clean. Get clean. And I mean get clean.
So
because we know how Stevie J loves feeding cocaine to the women he lives with.
And that's what I'm going to ask you about. We've seen Stevie J, since your last interview, come out to Puff Daddy's defense. And he said the one thing that kind of threw me off, where he said Diddy has never done no crime. I said, wow, that's a blanket statement to say no crime. For him, for him to say that, no crime. I'm like, you're kind of fucking yourself up by even saying that.
He's on 1,000 fucking sex tapes. What the fuck else he's supposed to say? What are you gonna say? Diddy guilty or what? What the fuck he gonna say? He's got this nigga. He's using him, his little sex tapes and shit, as the archetype to recruit new fuck niggas. Look look at Stevie J fucking Bieber in the ass. That's all you gotta do.
And the world knows that Stevie J's sex tapes date back to him and Mary J. Blige on the sex tape?
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes
Did you
back.
ever see the tape with him and Evelyn?
Yeah, him and Eve. I'm sorry. Yeah, him and Eve.
Evelyn.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Yes. It dates back to that. I'm sorry, Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
But it dates back to her.
He fucked her too.
Oh, goddamn.
And I ain't saying allegedly. Mary. Yeah.
You know, it's funny, Jag, because you mentioned, like, when you said, hey, I want to learn what the Tutsi was. I didn't know what it was, and you learned about it. And then just last week, you hear about Diddy's bodyguard arrested for drugs paraphernalia. I'm like, okay. It seems to be like everything keeps unraveling, slowly but surely. And, you know, he's like, you hear Stevie J, he's never done nothing illegal, but you hear his bodyguard getting arrested for drugs. And you only have to assume that these drugs are what, this is Diddy's bodyguard getting arrested.
Stevie J was at the house in Miami when they pulled up Bad Boy Style.
Oh, yeah, he was. He said, I'm at Diddy's house.
Don't forget. He was there. They had him in twisty ties, too, like they had the kids over there in the Beverly Hills.
I forget about that.
What was you doing there?
I think he was getting head.
He's a fucking ghoul. Let me tell you something. If Diddy and fucking Stevie J was a movie, it would be The Vampire of Brooklyn.
Oh, man.
Diddy would be Eddie Murphy. And Stevie J would be Kadeem Hardison, the ghoul.
God damn.
The nigga that he kept falling apart.
Yeah, lose his fingers.
Yeah, shit. But he was down because he was waiting for his moment. That's Stevie J.
Orlando Brown said Diddy's not going to jail. He said,
I can understand why he would say that.
Yeah. Can you break that down a little bit more? Why you think he said
Well, considering that the is selling his own god evidence that would put him in jail against him on the dark net to the highest bidder. Why would he sell evidence of his debauchery and savagery? Why would he sell on the dark net his tapes of just terrible? Wanna know why? Because he doesn't intend to stand trial.
Is he protecting people, or are people protecting him?
Oh no, he's selling it because he needs the cash. The last freak off tape that just got sold on the dark net, which I know because I monitor, went for $500 million. It had multiple stars in it. Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, Drake. It was a really interesting night in Calabasas, and he just sold that footage.
How come you think it doesn't get leaked to the public?
The dark net?
Yeah, like...
Because of the dark coin. Most people don't even know that the dark coin exists. But that's how they're trading for all of the flesh they sell. Which is why I became so outraged last year when the twins turned 16 and he had them dressed like prostitutes, and then he auctioned them off as NFTs because the NFT that he sold them to was attached to that dark fucking coin. It was like a promissory note to sell his daughters to the highest bidder.
You see movies like Hostel. Do places like that really exist?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do the things that go on in places like that exist?
Absolutely.
Shit. It's funny because
there are 3 women I know right now in my life. They've been in my life for 6 years. I've been caring for them for 3 years. I got them off of Epstein Island. I cannot say where they are in the world. What I can say is when they got into the boat, they were roughed.
Wow.
Want to know how they ended up on Epstein Island?
Yes. Please.
They auditioned to be models for music videos.
Oh, casting couch.
When they got to Miami, they had to show and turn over their ID, and they collected their passports, and then they drugged them. And then the next thing you know, they were in a storage container getting fucked by a bunch of weird strangers on camera who were bidding for all of the terrible things that were happening to them live online.
Wow.
After they made it through that, that's when they were sent to Rick Ross's music videos, shoots, as groupies and extras to make sure that they could walk around in society without looking like victims. And then after that, that's when they were shipped off to Epstein Island to be broken in and to be readied for Dubai and Moscow. When they got into the boat, and I looked at them, they didn't have to tell me shit. And neither one of them, none of them, they didn't speak for weeks. But when you spend time with strangers and they finally feel safe enough to go to sleep and then they start talking in their sleep and you hear the shit that they yell.
You know, it's crazy because as you sit here and we talk about hostile and
these 3 girls that I'm telling you about were in videos that are being played online today. And they appeared in those videos after they had already been sodomized, systematically beaten, starved. But they were smiling in those videos, so.
It's crazy because, you know, you sit here and, you know, we got your story before where you actually said you seen what a saw does to human flesh, like having a saw. I mean, we got Terrence Gangsta in the building too as well, and he literally said he's seen the same thing, what he's seen a saw, what it does to human flesh. And I'm like, I don't know what it does to a person's mind or psyche when they see that in person.
It changes you.
Like,
it changes you. There is a place inside of me where I have the ability to either see a human body as a human being or just pieces.
Now, Jack, you said Justin Bieber, and I have to ask you because there's a picture circulating online where they show Justin.
He's the new Tevin Campbell.
Yeah, they show him crying.
He's the new Tevin Campbell.
You're almost giving him a gateway to speak his truth of what happened to him.
I wish Tevin Campbell would speak to him or for him. Because the same thing that they did to him, they're doing to Bieber right now. And I have evidence. That poor kid. And all because he got discovered by Usher. And Usher took her right over there to the diddler. And let the good times roll.
Let the good times roll. So let me ask you this, because you did the domino effect with Rook, and you said something in which you mentioned that you've seen the devil. You've seen him.
Yeah.
From your experiences, have you seen him enact his ways within a human being where you've seen the devil in a person come out?
Absolutely. And I've seen him in real time.
What?
When you're being raped, if you're brave enough to look into your rapist's eyes, I promise you'll see nothing. Nothing. There is no human there. It's almost like they're in a trance. You can talk to rapists and they'll tell you, even in that moment, there is a space where they lost their self. They don't even remember. It's possession of the flesh. To watch. She didn't choose to get on that plane. There were phone calls made. There are witnesses who signed NDAs. Why would you need to sign a non-disclosure agreement about a plane crash and what happened leading up to it? Please, someone answer that.
Do you feel like
why the fuck would you need to sign? A nigga don't ask about a plane crash if it was accidental.
Do you feel like...
Riddle me that. Riddle me that. Work with me here in this moment.
And I'm going to ask you.
A plane crash should be accidental.
Should be.
Why would any testimony about what happened leading up to it need to be covered under a non-disclosure agreement if there wasn't foul play?
Now, mind you, September 11th happened a week later. 9/11 happened a week later. Do you think that took away from it?
Once again, there are people who did short sales on their stocks right after that, made a lot of fucking money, including Sean Carter. Now I'm going to ask you, why would non-disclosure agreements need to be signed for an accident? There were over 25 non-disclosure agreements cashed out and recorded regarding the death of that beautiful girl and every other human being that died on that plane with her. What the fuck? Would you need a nigga don't ask for that? And Diddy had Hype Williams the balls. Belly was a money pit.
Without question.
And Jay-Z got 10 free videos out of Williams. And Hype didn't work for free.
Now, translate Hype Williams, but also you spoke on Just Blaze. Yeah. Where Kanye West is now who Kanye West is, and Just Blaze is no longer in the picture.
Ain't that some...
Who mechanization is that? Like,
That was all Sean Carter's idea. And for whatever reason, the way he had it layered out, it made me write a song. And then I called him back and I sang it on his voicemail. I wish we heard a lot more about Justin's music. Justin was really great. Takes nothing away from Kanye. I just think that a world with the both of them working in polarity would have been so much better for the community overall. Justin and Kanye together, so much more.
So let me ask you, because someone did ask about you mentioned or let me ask you about Corey Gamble.
What about that?
He was at Kim Porter's death scene.
Yeah, I know. And he was also the nigga that took Tory Lanez to Kylie's house to fake shoot Megan Thee Stallion. Corey Gamble is Justin Bieber's former tour manager, which taught Kris Jenner how to be a tour manager so that she could take over the financial responsibility for all of Kanye West shows and remove Sean G. Cute. Anyway.
Shit.
Okay. Yeah, Corey Gamble has been a plant for a long time. Everybody knows it.
Okay. Now, mind you, Jag, people in the comments of our last interview...
He's probably the one that groomed Justin and make him so pliable so that they could pimp him out at all these damn music festivals. He would be the right guy for the job.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I want to go back to Kanye West.
You can sue me, Corey.
No fucks given.
Yeah, so Kanye West, they we talk about the Illuminati a lot.
Yeah.
Do you think his mom's death was a sacrifice?
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
You think that's?
Did you check out the doctor I talked about?
I just looking him up. The John Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting, isn't he?
Yeah, I hadn't got to look into it.
Who the fuck hired that bitch?
You're right.
That's the doctor you hire when you're trying to rig your insurance plan.
Yeah.
He's got an awesome success rate at losing human lives.
For her to even go under this with this doctor is a crazy thing.
Yeah. Wonder who hired him.
The same person that hired Michael Jackson. This is some weird shit, y'all. This is weird. But
he should have treated Ray J and Brandy.
Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Spared us all a lot of bullshit.
I thought Brandy had like a real clean name.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Y'all don't remember that person with her car?
Yeah, we remember.
Y'all remember all the lying she did when she was a kid? Pretending to be married to that nigga and pretending that he was the father of her child when the truth is she started out Rodney Jerkins and then she started fucking his cousin and so she got pregnant. Oh. I would know. She used to buy that at my little cousin's godmom house where we used to get drunk. See, 9 times out of 10, I probably was there when Brandy conceived her first child. We was all at the house in Mays Landing. I was keeping an eye on everybody. I got paid well to do so. I know exactly who got Brandy pregnant. I know exactly when it happened. You know, it's just funny to me.
Able to tell him like, no, like when you're not.
I met Joe when I was 15. He was my mentor. He is my boss.
Oh, to that. I'm sorry, Major Blush.
Yeah.
But it dates back to her.
He fucked her too.
Oh, goddamn. Shit.
And I ain't saying allegedly. Mary. You can talk to rapists and they'll tell you, even in that moment, there is a space where they lost their self. They don't even remember. They didn't speak for weeks. But when you spend time with strangers and they finally feel safe enough to go to sleep and then they start talking in their sleep and you hear the shit that they yell.
You know, it's crazy because as you sit here and we talk about hostile and
These 3 girls that I'm telling you about were in videos that are being played online today. And they appeared in those videos after they had already been sodomized, systematically beaten, starved. But they were smiling in those videos, so.
it's crazy because, you know, you sit here and, you know, we got your story before where you actually said you seen what a saw does to human flesh, like having a saw. I mean, we got Terrence Gangsta in the building too as well, and he literally said he's seen the same thing, what he's seen a saw, what it does to human flesh. And I'm like, I don't know what it does to a person's mind or psyche when they see that in person.
It changes you.
Like,
it changes you. There is a place inside of me where I have the ability to either see a human body as a human being or just pieces.
now, Jack, you said Justin Bieber, and I have to ask you because there's a picture circulating online where they show
He's the new Tevin Campbell.
Yeah, they show him crying.
He's the new Tevin Campbell.
You're almost giving him a gateway to speak his truth of what happened to him.
I wish Tevin Campbell would speak to him or for him. Because the same thing that they did to him, they're doing to Bieber right now. And I have evidence. That poor kid. And all because he got discovered by Usher. And then Usher took him right over there to the diddler. And but the good so much more.
So let me ask you, because someone did ask about you mentioned or let me ask you about Corey Gamble.
What about that?
He was at Kim Porter's death scene.
Yeah, I know. And he was also the nigga that took Tory Lanez to Kylie's house to fake shoot Megan Thee Stallion. Corey Gamble is Justin Bieber's former tour manager, which taught Kris Jenner how to be a tour manager so that she could take over the financial responsibility for all of Kanye West shows and remove Sean G. Didn't tell anybody that he Janis Joplin, he killed Whitney Houston.
Jack, can I ask you then, if we seen what happened to R. Kelly, we seen Bill Cosby, we seen what's happening with Diddy. I think Aubrey O'Day from Danity Kane is about to make a documentary with TMZ, and the documentary.
Yeah, I'm sure she's gonna make a documentary, and it's gonna fucking be so heavily redacted that she don't have to tell the truth completely. She's gonna be the new Janice Dickinson.
I was gonna ask, who do you think, if a documentary was made of, will be the most damning? If, like, out of people you know, if they were to make a documentary.
Sidney Poitier.
Oh, whoa. Was the Academy Award winner?
Yes.
The fuck? What?
Because the shit that he did for them.
Oh.
Just so he could have his career.
Oh.
The things that he did to Eartha Kitt. The lies that he told on Aussie D and Ruby. Aussie Davis and Ruby D. The fucking operative. There used to be a rumor in Black Hollywood in Baldwin Hills that if Sidney Poitier showed up at your party, it's because they were watching you. And he carried that legacy until his 80s.
Jack, the way you move, it's like something real special about you. It's like money, nothing just really moves you. You just who you are, right? Like you're not compromised by the dollar or anything. I could just.
All money ain't good money.
Right.
And more importantly than that, the second that I decided to turn my life.
Okay, y'all, it's getting into the 1 hour mark. Now, I just tell you to take this in doses. Go as far as you can go, but it's very interesting. I think I heard this before, but I just never thought about recording it. So, like I said, chop it up, listen to 30 minutes of it, go somewhere, do your thing, whatever you do, then come back when you're bored and pick up where you left off. But this is very, very interesting. When she said Porter, what is that? Sidney Poitier. And I remember him. He was a slick dude. But we'll continue. We will continue. If I can get my phone to add right. Okay. Where are we?
That the second that I decided to turn my life into an algorithm, I became the money.
Right.
Money don't have to worry about itself.
What I want to ask is is it something, so when you get a lot of money, are you going to become sinful or something like that?
This is the thing.
Yeah.
You should learn who you are, like who you truly are inside before you get money.
Right.
See, money is nothing more than energy. That's it. It's energy. What we do with ourselves and our money is representative of our energy. You buy season tickets to the Dallas Cowboys every year, but you never buy tickets to the Rangers. See, your energy is there with the Cowboys. Money is energy. See, people look at money like it's something real. All of that money out and take it outside and put it in a trash can and set it on fire. You're not going to get none of that money back. Want to know why? Because money is intangible. Energy is. See, energy that can influence generations, change algorithms, dominate thumbnails. See, money is going to be generated from that. One way or the other. I always tell people, like my father told me, if you become money, you'll never have to worry about getting money a day in your life. Teach a man how to fish, he good. Give a man a fish, he alright for now. Teach a human being how to be able to become money. Teach a motherfucker how to rely on a paycheck. Right. Sidney Poitier asked the people to buy into the system. Sam Cooke said we need to break the system and create a new one. Who lived? Who lived? Sidney Poitier was in love with Eartha Kitt, and she wasn't even a dark-skinned black woman, but she was a black woman, and do you know what he told her? What the fuck is me being in love with you and walking around Beverly Hills with you gonna do for my career? He from a real black woman that loved him because she wouldn't open right doors for him on his arm. Sammy Davis Jr., after Sam Cooke was murdered, married a white Jewish woman because she opened all the right doors. Now imagine if rather than warning Sam Cooke about black agency for rather than warning him, joined up with him. James Brown was already on board. Sammy Davis Jr. came and asked him to stop, and 4 days later, Sam Cooke was dead. Shot by a prostitute who said he tried to assault her when Sam Cooke could sing one note and get 1,000 bitches to throw their panties at him. Right. Why the fuck would he need to rape a fucking prostitute when that pussy got nothing but pussy? And guess what? Black America demanded a better investigation.
Okay, y'all, that's all we got because she going into an hour and something. I know y'all don't want to listen to, recording for a particular hour or so. So thank you for coming over and subscribe. That helps me. Share, like, definitely helps me. And I will see you on the next video. Okay, so y'all be blessed. I will talk to you soon. I think that's all I had to say, guys. Be blessed. Peace out. Thanks for watching.